Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: religion, math, top 40 hitmakers, historic construction, literary geography, and utopia. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. Player 1, make a selection. As part of Catholic baptism, this word doesn't mean time at the gym, but the casting out of demons. It's Player 1. Good. You get to pick again. Autobiography of a Yogi was a popular book by this religion's first missionary to settle in the U.S. It's Player 1. That's correct. Player 1. The church founded by Mary Baker Eddy in 1879 was formerly called the Church of Christ This. Yes, Player 1? Good. Player 1? Answer. It's the Daily Double. You are in first place. You need to select your wager. Here is your Daily Double clue. At a deer park, Buddha taught the path of this many parts, part of the Four Noble Truths. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Player 1. All right, here with the clue is Jimmy.
The nave, the central part of a cruciform church, ends in this recessed area that is usually vaulted.
It's Player 1. Yeah, good.
Yeah! Woo!
Player 1, back to you for 66 plus 32. Yes, Player 2. That is correct. Player 2, 73 minus 14. Yes, Player 1. Good. Player 1, 148 divided by 4. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. Select again. 17 times 6. Let's hear it, Player 2.
Yeah!
Right. Where do we begin? 23 plus 8 minus 16. It's Player 1. You got it. Player 1, you start. 12:30. Young girls are coming to the canyon. And California Dreamin'. Okay, Player 3. Good for you. Okay, let's get back in. Brother Love's Traveling Salvation Show and Sweet Caroline. Let's hear it, Player 1.
Yeah!
Correct. Player 1, make a selection. What would you say? And Crash Into Me. It's Player 1. You got it. Select again. Saturday Night Special and woo, Free Bird. Yes, Player 3. Right. Player 3, Harry Truman, and 25 or 6 to 4. Yes, player 2. Yep. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 2. When it was completed in 1931, the Empire State Building surpassed this building as the tallest in the world. Okay, player 1. That is correct. Player 1. This waterway was first excavated around the 1800s BC. Excavation began on the present version April 25, 1859 AD. Let's hear it, player 2. Good. Player 2. After Charles Bulfinch became its architect in 1818, he added the rotunda and the west central portico. Yes, player 2. Correct. Please pick again. Sarah will present this clue.
Built to immortalize Shah Jahan's wife, the Taj Mahal was completed around 1650 in this Indian city.
Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Player 1. An idea since Napoleon's time, this $15 billion link runs underwater for 23 of its 31 miles. Let's hear it, player 3. Yes. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 3. In Chapter 8 of this novel, Atlanta is very exhilarating and temporarily even better than Tara. Let's hear it, player 2. Correct. A lot of clues. In the preface to the Moonstone, Vishnu commands 3 Brahmins in this country to guard the title gem night and day. Player 3. Right. All right, let's get... In Pride and Prejudice, Mrs. Bennet says, the country is a vast deal pleasanter than this city. Player 3. Good. Player 3. Let's go over to Sarah.
Hemingway's vivid description of Pamplona's San Fermin Festival in this 1926 novel helped make the running of the bulls a world-famous event.
It's player 2. Yeah! That's it. Player 2. It's the first river mentioned in The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Yes, player 1. Yeah! Hey, you're right. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. Olympic competition in 1900 included this type of swimming, judged on distance and time submerged. Yes, player 2. You got it. Player 2. The Salgir, the Chernaya, the Alma, and the Dnieper are all rivers that flow through this country. It's player 3. Hey, you're right. All right, let's get back in. It's the quality of being useful, or the useful knife used to cut drywall. Yes, player 3. That's it. We return to you. An adjective meaning of an elevated region, or the main type of cotton grown in the American South. Yes, player 2. You got it. Here's the $1,000 clue for you. The match is coming before the main boxing match. Let's hear it, player 2. That is correct. Player 3, you're going first in the Double Jeopardy round when we return. We start the Double Jeopardy categories with this one. Everyday Italian, South Korea. The Old Testament. What can Brown do for you? Flowers. And Samuel L. Jackson. All right, if you're ready, it's Double Jeopardy time. Formaggio is this dairy product. Let's hear it, player 1. Correct. Player 1, this food staple is pane. It's player 1. Good. You again, player 1. This body part is il piede. Okay, player 1. Good. We return to you. Answer, the first of the daily doubles. And you're in the lead now. So, what's your wager? And the clue. This quadruped is un cavallo. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. Select again. This day of the week is martedì. Let's hear it, player 2. Yes. Where do we begin, player 2? With more than 10 million people, it's the largest city in South Korea. Let's hear it, player 3. That is correct. Okay, let's get back. The 12th century book, Samguk Sagi, recounts the time when this religion came to Korea from India. Player 2. That's right. Way to go. A lot of clues. At the 2008 Summer Olympics, South Korea's Cha Dong-min won the heavyweight gold medal in this national sport. It's player 2. Correct. Please pick again. This medicinal herb of the genus Panax is native to Korea. It's player 3. Right. Player 3. MacArthur thought the battle for this port would end the Korean War. Didn't work out that way. Okay, player 1. That is correct. Player 1, you're in command of the board. While fleeing the destruction of Sodom, Lot's wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of this. Okay, player 2. Good. Player 2. Many people believe Ramses was the pharaoh to whom Moses said, "Let my people go," in this book of the Bible. Yes, player 1? Correct. Player 1? David gave this son and successor advice and plans for building the temple in Jerusalem. It's player 1. Good for you. You get to pick again. When this man's brothers said that he was still alive, his father Jacob's heart fainted, for he believed them not. Let's hear it, player 2. Correct. Where do we begin? Answer? The second Daily Double. You're in second now, but with an opportunity to answer this. This heroine, for whom a Bible book is named, was married to King Ahasuerus of Persia. Good move, and it paid off. Please pick again, player 2. He was Britain's Prime Minister from 2007 to 2010. Yes, player 1? That's right, way to go! A lot of clues. On December 2nd, 1859, this militant abolitionist was hanged for treason. Yes, player 3? That's correct. Okay, let's get back. With his 12,313th rushing yard, he passed Jim Brown on the all-time NFL rushing list in 1984. It's player 3. That is correct. Player 3. The GK in the name of this Father Brown creator stood for Gilbert Keith. Okay, player 1. Right you are. Player 1. Harold Brown was this president's Secretary of Defense. Yes, player 3. Good. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 3. This country isn't out of kilter, with the thistle as its national flower. Let's hear it, player 3. Yeah, good. Player 3. On March 22, 1994, the Dutch ambassador to the United States gave her a new tulip named for her. Player 3. Good for you. Player 3. Singularly speaking, the bright blue cornflower is known as this button. Yes, player 3. Yep. Player 3. And here's Jimmy.
Also called galanthus, it's among the earliest garden flowers to blossom in spring.
Okay, player 3. Good for you. Player 3. Bloom forms of this large hardy perennial include spoon, quill, and pompon. Yes, player 1. That's correct. Okay, let's get back into it. In the late 80s, Sam was the rehearsal stand-in for this comedy legend on his self-titled sitcom. Let's hear it, player 1. You got it. You again, player 1. Sam proclaimed, "And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee," in this 1994 film. Let's hear it, player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2. Sam made brief appearances as this character in Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. Yes, player 2. That's correct. Select again. As Elijah Price, Sam was the frail antithesis to Bruce Willis in this 2000 flick. It's player 1. Right. And the $2,000 clue? Lucius Best was the secret identity of this ultra-cool Incredibles character, voiced by Sam. Let's hear it, player 2. That's correct. I'll see you all for Final Jeopardy in just a moment. We've got the Final Jeopardy round here for you, and today it features this category. Geometry. What are you going to wager? And now the last clue. It's an ellipse with an eccentricity of 0. Let's see your response. With that correct response, you will gain... What did you put as your response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? Did you come up with the correct response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? Player 1, congratulations to you. So long.